But yeah, I saw Robo from the Fwoosh had all these stupid holiday figures, and I was like, wow, what a tool. What a tool. What a tool.
I thought we were friends, Shartimus. We'd broken bread. Shared our love of adult toys. That doesn't sound right. We chatted. We joked. But now you've gone too far. You don't know where I'm from. You don't know how I was raised. But you're gonna find out. You. Me. Toy Fair 2021.
What kind of person would pick up that kind of stuff? You know what I mean? Like, who the heck would want dope-looking holiday figures of Star Wars? Oh, I'm sorry. Just doing a little joking around. All right, let's get to it.
Oh, oops. Never mind. Maybe I will see it. Toy Fair 2021. Hopefully. Is that even gonna happen? Yeah! Okay, people, welcome back to another Fwoosh Weekly. As always, I'm Robo, and a lot to talk about this week. But first, I want to clarify one thing from the intro. Shartimus and I do not have beef. I swear. When he made that video about the holiday troopers and unboxing the Hasbro box, we were chatting most of the time about the holiday troopers. And then when I saw it, I thought, oh, well, that's a perfect opportunity to make a self-indulgent wrestling promo, which I've always wanted. It's not quite what I was envisioning, but it's getting there. I may have to do it again, or do different ones or something. It was just fun. But I wanted to point that out because no matter what we say or do, some people just love the drama. They want all us YouTube guys to be fighting and bickering and competing, but that just doesn't happen. At least the way I look at it. I mean, during a normal year, most of us would be seeing each other at several shows throughout. And we usually just chat, look at toys, go on about our business. But to start things off today, as usual, I talk about a tease during the last weekly, and then as soon as that went up, solicitations went live. It's every time. This time it was the NECA Puppet Master 2-packs. All we had to go on last week were those initial pictures of Pinhead and Blade and Torch and Tunneler, and that they were 2-packs. But now that we have all the information, we know these are 4 1/4 inches tall. That's a nice in-between size. It's a bit too large for NECA's usual 7-inch scale, but it's too small to be life-size, to be 1/1. It's a good compromise to give us nice action figures, but it being NECA and Puppet Master, if these do well, I can't see them passing up the chance to give us a full-size Blade. Which I did look up, and the Blade movie prop is 1 foot and 9 inches. That's bigger than I thought it'd be. I mean, from what I remember of the movies, I thought they were smaller, just running around. Pinhead and Tunneler come together in a 2-pack with quite a few accessories, but then when you put that up against the Blade and Torch 2-pack, that one seems a bit lean by comparison. Maybe they assume Blade will sell that set by himself, which, okay, Blade is the most popular one, so maybe they know something we don't. Each pack costs $30 and will release next March. Mezco also decided to do some super sneaky drops last Friday, offering up a weapons pack. It has blades and bullets and gear and guns and pistols and pipe wrench. And if you're willing to spend the $30 plus shipping, it's a good way to arm up your 1/12 collective figures, or, well, I guess any figures in this scale. But then there was also the Doc Nocturnal, let me get this right, Phantom Knights official membership kit. Not only does it have some quirky 1/1 scale things like the signet ring and the certificate, and I don't know why I put that, you don't wear the certificate on your ring or on your finger, and a membership card, but it also came with some extra accessories for your 1/12 collective Doc Nocturnal. Doc Noc. I really like that alternate head. It gives Doc Noc kind of a more serious, gritty look. That was $35, but that's not all. Oh, there was so much to order last Friday. There was also Gomez of Death. Get it? Gomez of Death, Game of Death. The recognizable yellow jumpsuit, the shit ton of weapons, and then even a steel beating heart to rip out of the chest of your foes. This one was tempting, which is probably why it went super quick, especially since it was $90, which is getting back down to, you know, standard Mezco 1/12 collective price. We've been seeing too many releases lately of extras and shirts and lights and just pushing that price point up. To further add to the frenzy though, these weren't listed on the Mezco front page. You had to either follow the link they sent out, which went around and or you went to the exclusive page on the Mezco. I don't know why they just didn't stick it up front. It's like a secret society of action figure collectors. Oh. Actually, It's probably not far off from what they're doing. But it's always an adventure with this line. There's good adventures, there's bad adventures, but it's an adventure. Where am I going with this? If you're interested in these, again, go to the Mezco site. They're all in waitlist status, but you can, roll the dice, see what happens. Back over on the things already revealed, but here's new pretty promotional shots. Side of the street, GameStop has solicited McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse last night on Earthwave. Just better looks here, like Batman with Joker's head in a jar, or, well, Atlanta, something. Some kind of case. I love the look and feel of these figures. This whole wave, actually. It makes me want to go read the comic book, and that's a sign of some good action figures. But looking at the noggin in the jar, it doesn't quite match the artwork that comes with the figure. The one in the art looks more crazy psycho-maniac, while the accessory looks more almost, well, I'd almost call it Alex Ross-like. Wonder Woman's looking awesome with her shaved head, her armored look, her sword, but I think it was mentioned a while back that if you're wanting the Dr. Fate accessory head, that's going to be a separate release. Omega has some odd proportions with the weirdly shaped head and the high crotch, but it does match the art. So in that capacity, if you're making action figures based on art and it looks just like the art, it's a good thing, right? And then there's Scarecrow, who is my favorite of the wave just because of his crazy design. The red mask is translucent enough so that you can see that there is something under there, but it's foggy enough to make it scary, to obscure. You're like looking, you almost want to walk up to it, tap on it, and there's going to be a face that just... And then Scarecrow, of course, rides on the back of the Build-A-Figure Bane. He's just flexing on all the other figures in this wave. You look at a couple of the packages and you think, oh, I'm getting Build-A-Figure pieces of Bane with an accessory action figure. That's awesome. GameStop has each one listed for $30 a piece, but it's GameStop. GameStop's gonna GameStop. I'm sure it's gonna be a cheaper price when they go up on other places. And then be on the lookout for these shipping in January, or at least the 1st of January. It gives the specific date of January 1st. And then there is the, well, okay. I can't do it. I can't do this. Gotta go back. Bane! I must do it. Action figure packages. I am your reckoning! Okay, I feel better. Now we can go back. This kind of came out of nowhere. This week, Big Bad Toy Store solicited their exclusive Super 7 ThunderCats Ultimates. Glow-in-the-dark Mumra. It essentially looks like the same sculpt and accessories, except, like I said, glows in the dark. Ooh. Actually, glow-in-the-dark is fun. I don't go out of my way to pick up glow-in-the-dark action figures, but when I do get something that just happens to glow, or I forgot it was going to glow, and I'm like a kid at Christmas. Charging it up, putting it in the dark. Charging it up, putting it in the dark. Charge, dark, charge, dark. Plus, it fits Mumra, all magical and ghostly. I don't think he ever really glowed in the show, but... fun! $50, which is only really $5 more than the standard release, and it should ship in January. Another surprise, after quite a few larger scale armored type Marvel characters, Sen-Ti-Nel. Sentinel? It has dashes in the name. I don't know if it's supposed to be enunciated that far. I'm from the South. I already have problems with Sentinel. Hey, did you buy that Sentinel? Sentinel. Anyway, Sentinel International, that is Centernational? There you go, Thew. Is moving into the realm of 1/12 scale figures with the Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse Miles Morales. I did not expect this at all. I mean, I've window shopped their Iron Mans before, and I think they were doing 1/9 at first, but they have a new series that is closer to 1/12, but still... Iron Man or Spider-Man in armor, they didn't quite catch my fancy, but this catches it. At 5.1 inches, which, by the way, we'll be making this comparison quite a few times during this, that is the exact size that the Mafex is advertised to be. This should fit right in with your Marvel Legends or whatever 1/12 scale line you're doing Spider-Man wise. And damn, does it look good. I know, that was kind of overreact. Damn! I've been waiting patiently for the Mafex Miles, and it keeps getting pushed back and pushed back and pushed back. It has soft goods. It has cloth for the jacket, the shorts, but the Sentinel, it's all plastic. So if you're not a fan of real cloth, you may want to go this direction. And based on promotional images, the paint is sharper, the sculpt is a little bit nicer. I don't know. I keep seeing the term Mafex Killer going around, and this may just be it. Side by side, Mafex on the left, Sentinel on the right. I already have the Mafex on pre-order, but I'm leaning right into the SV action figure. Sorry, Mafex. Not to even mention all the extras here. The swappable heads, the masked heads, the unmasked head, the swappable feet, the upper legs, the crotch piece, the arms. Hell, if we had another torso and set of calves, it's a whole second action figure here. Many a hand option, and I love, or at least I love how it looks that the phone and spray paint can are molded into the specific hands. There's no need for those to come out. I mean, it's more realistic if they do come out, but most of the time I end up dropping it and the carpet monster's all like, "Argh!" Best of all, Sentinel states that they are working on other characters from Into the Spider-Verse, which I can only guess means Peter B. Parker, of course, and maybe a Spider-Ham. Oh man, a whole other import line to buy if you're into Spider-Man. If the final product looks like this, they're gonna have a winner on their hands. Pre-orders go up next week, $88, should ship in May of 2021. And that transitions perfectly into Hasbro's Triple Threat Fan First Friday. They started with Transformers, not a lot to look at there, but the Marvel Legends team, oh, they always bring it. As usual, some of this was leaked previously, but they have to send the pictures out so the retailers can get it up and ready in the time that they specify. And some retailers just can't keep their mouths shut. Because I'm all about the surprise. And it's cool to see these guys be passionate about what they're making. So I'm still sitting through the live stream. Yeah. But they did reveal the rest of their Into the Spider-Verse wave. We had already seen Gwen, who comes with Spider-Ham. It's a little static piece with a ball joint for the head. But Hasbro's US safety standards have to be followed, and that's what they give us. We'd seen the Miles too, but now we get to see everything he comes with, including the Invisipin technology. Ooh, that's catchy. Invisipin. There's the Hand Ninja, who comes with, obviously, the stilts for the previously revealed Stilt Man. To finish out the wave, there's Peter B. Parker, who he looks damn accurate to the animation. All new sculpting here, and if you're not wanting to spend the money on imports, you can't go wrong for 20 bucks. There's also an Into the Spider-Verse accurate Prowler who we haven't got from any company, I don't think. Some reuse here, but the new gauntlets, the new boots, the new head, that just, brings it right into that realm of the movie. And then to finish off the wave, probably the most off-the-wall choice I've seen in a while, Frogman. Absolutely brilliant reuse here with the Dr. Octopus body, but the new parts, like the frog head, but you can see the eyes inside and the human features like it's an actual mask, interchangeable hands, the backpack, and then the flippers with the actual springs on bottom. It makes it unrecognizable. You think, oh, is that a new body? Nope, it's Doc Ock. Doc Ock. It's so classic it hurts. I keep telling myself I'm only buying X-Men stuff, but then the bastards on the Marvel team are just like, hey, you want some of this? I'm thinking this is a production piece too, because you can see the different colors between the upper thigh, the crotch, and the lower torso, how that doesn't match the rest of the body. It's a slightly different green. Unfortunately, we see that with Marvel Legends sometimes. Either way, I love Into the Spider-Verse, but the real winners of the wave is Frogman and Stiltman. Again, crazy classic, and, well, Stiltman makes me buy the whole wave, doesn't he? Clever girls. Plus, you can appreciate that they gave the stilts to an army builder, so the more stilts you buy to make Stiltman taller, the more hand ninjas you have running around causing havoc in your display. $20 a piece, up for pre-order right now. Another reveal from PulseCon, the Deluxe Thanos now exists in pre-order form. Not much new here that we didn't already know about. Spiffy ass packaging, and well, there's that bearded crowned head too. I have no attachment to that look. I wouldn't have known it even existed if this figure was never made, but I love it. But maybe I'm biased. You throw a beard on something, I need it in plastic form. Isn't that right, Colossus? You and me, bud. Fun. The team did mention that the King Thanos head is compatible with the old modern, well, I say old, from a little while back, that modern Thanos. And apparently that's more accurate to the comic look. So there's that. But no normal neutral head is a bit odd, unless you can take that old Thanos and put it here, but I don't think the blues would match. You do get alternate Infinity Gauntlets, wrong hand, one snapping, one open, and then you get an alternate fist without the gems. $30 should hit in March. And did I say how cool the packaging is? It's got the gems across the top. That looks awesome. But there was also some reveals that wasn't leaked, mostly because they're still prototypes. They weren't sent out to retailers. To finish off the House of X Powers of X wave, we get a Cyclops, and I'm a complete sucker for Cyclops. I don't care for the body they keep reusing for him. I wish it was a bit bigger, a bit broader, but Man, just look at this. You can just see that stick up his ass from here. There's also a Wolverine in his, new brown and tan look. It's on the X-Force body. It has the same claws, same boots, new head. Dig the grin. Then there's Marvel Girl in her classic look. That is now her new look, but I'll be using it as her classic look. And I love it for the most part. People are griping about the articulation. Nah, I like the dress. Okay, the hair may be a little tall, but my problem is the shoes. And at first you see boots, but it's actually shoes because there's some kind of laces on the feet that they got from Peggy Carter. I'm just wondering why they didn't use the Gwen Stacy legs. She has actual boots. I may have to pick up an extra of those before Marvel Girl comes out and then do some kit bashing. And then to round out that wave is Omega Sentinel. Omega Sentinel. I don't have a lot of experience with this character, but they say she's a bad guy. She goes with Nimrod, who, well, I got that pack. I can finish that team. But I think they hinted that she'll come with extras to give her more, well, a classic look. I'm old. Classic means way further back than Omega Sentinel. But I think she had a more human look back in earlier appearances. Then for the Marvel Legends Bring on the Bad Guys wave, Veebs and I were way off. But again, that was just a wish list. We were like, what do we want to see? We would have never guessed the AIM Scientist Supreme. But it is some clever reuse of parts with some new parts. It looks good. We have AIM soldiers. Why not a Scientist Supreme? But then at the end, they did tease a MODOK. I don't think it's the Build-A-Figure for the Bring on the Bad Guys wave. They said that was a deep cut. Unless this is Modam. That's the female version of MODOK, but I don't know. This is a deluxe release, I think. Something that wasn't revealed at the panel, but was actually listed in the solicitation for the fan channel Marvel Legends J. Jonah Jameson. The Target exclusive retro carded Negative Zone Spider-Man has been found this week at Target. I think they're going to do some kind of retro thing later this month or early in December, so this may have just been put out early. Because we're seeing Rogue and Gambit hit Canada, if it's an event, man, it'd be nice for Target to do something on the day of, but I won't get my hopes up. It does use the Pizza Spidey body, which is outdated at this point, but they may be using that new Spider-Man body on something else. There's always another Spider-Man. They even put the Negative Zone pizza slice in there. The good thing about the Pizza Spidey body, though, it has all the hands you want. Me, I like the black and white. I guess I'll be hunting this, even though it's not an X-Men figure. But sticking with Target, this past Mando Monday saw the reveal of the Hasbro Star Wars Black Series Remnant Stormtrooper. Basically, like the troopers from the Mandalorian show, this is the same Stormtrooper, but with some dirt and grime on it. The good, I love the new Stormtrooper figure. I know people have their problems with it, with the hinge and swivel elbows and knees, but man, it cuts a good silhouette. And it moves good enough for a Stormtrooper. If you've ever been in a Stormtrooper armor, they can't move as much as the figure can. Nope. Also, $20, not $25 like other exclusives we've seen lately. The bad, making an army builder a store exclusive, especially one that sells out in less than 2 minutes on the Target website, which we're used to at this point. And I hate to say it like that it's the new normal. Oh, it's Target, it's going to sell out quick. Meh. To soften that blow, yes, it's an army builder, but it's a trooper that's going to look the exact same. Figure to figure to figure. Same dirt, same grime, same grit. But it's still Stormtroopers for the Mandalorian shelf. But hopefully, like the Marvel Legends Storm and Thunderbird and a couple of other exclusives that's not called G.I. Joe, they show up in good numbers in the store or back online when it actually releases. Also, another package tease. If you look closely, there's part of an arm, some cape. The rumor of Moff Gideon may not be a rumor for much longer. But then, like I mentioned, the Fan First Friday, the Star Wars team was also there, and their stuff was leaked. They didn't have any kind of prototypes to show, but still, they are holding true to their promise of giving us more Clone Wars figures. Asajj Ventress is looking amazing. I mean, the glitteriness of the soft goods, the lightsaber that can connect together, just the overall look of the figure, the pastel colors. Not to even mention getting more baddies on the shelf. Bad guys, villains, Sith, bounty hunters. Yeah, we need more of that kind of stuff. Now, like they do with all animated style characters, they've tweaked the look a bit to make it realistic to fit in with the rest of the display. I mean, this line is dominated by live action characters. If they gave us straight up animated figures, it wouldn't look as good. It'd be more accurate, but it wouldn't look good as an overall display. But here, it does take a bit away from it. She doesn't have those odd kind of sinister proportions, the long neck, the litheness, but at the same time, It looks like it could just, walk in the door right there, and she's like, oh no, you're gonna kick my ass. And then they also merged those aesthetics together for the Clone Wars Season 7 Bad Batch Hunter and Crosshair. That's right, they're starting off with both. The no-nonsense sniper of the Bad Batch comes with a breakdown rifle, a removable helmet, you got the crosshair over the eye. And then for the Rambo of the team, or well, Billy from Predator, or as my son says, the Star Wars Wolverine, he even comes with his vibro blade on his forearm. Some shared sculpting between the two, but they also get individual torsos, unmasked heads, helmets, accessories. Oh man, these are looking good. It's rumored that Wrecker is a deluxe figure for next year, which leaves just, Donatello. Okay, Tech. And then, of course, there's Echo. I love teams full of specialists. Each one has their thing. They do it really well. You know they do it really well. They know they do it really well. That's my jam. Available for pre-order right now, should hit next spring. And that is it for this week. Probably, maybe. Again, as always, we'll swing back around if I did miss something. If you're interested in seeing any of these pictures up close without me all knock in front of them, I will be posting that along with links to more information, pre-orders on the Fwoosh front page Saturday at noon. I think I've talked about this before, but leaks when it comes to live streams, especially just the night before, man, that is heartbreaking. It's cool to see some spoilers, and the Marvel team does a good job of throwing more stuff in, like the prototypes, which wouldn't have been leaked. But you can almost see it on their faces. It's just like, well, here's this, and then you see the chat running, we saw these last night, where's that new stuff? Cut the guy some slack. I mean, like I always say, it's toys, it's action figures, it's luxury items, it's not the end of the world. If they're not showing what you like now, they'll show it later. And if you're liking what you see now, oh man, yeah. Oh yeah. But if you enjoyed this Fwoosh Weekly, comment, like, subscribe. Much love to the plus. If you're interested in seeing videos early or just in a position to help out the channel, patreon.com. But wherever you may be watching this, I'll always catch you on the Fwoosh.